Hi, I'm coming to you with a new story. One of the biggest combinations in life, the roue, the turning wheel of everything, like the earth in the car that takes us everywhere, that rolls, that goes downhill just like a stone, like the Rolling Stones. Okay, in Europe, one size has 37 units. 19 is on one half, unless you want to call it 18 and divide the last one to keep it to both halves. Thus, this way it's fair. Now, if you turn over the other side for fairdom, okay, although we have this side, we have 1 and a 0 on one side, and on the other side, we have the double 0. Can you see this? 0, double 0. Now, those are 38. That's 19 and 19. That's not right. Take away what is worth nothing. You have 18 on 18, which is equality, which is luck. The 19th is good because it's something to start over with, because it's the 19th. And the zeros mean nothing of a difference. But the double 0 is what came into the North America, and the single 0 is what came into Europe. Something with no value that holds the rules to the rest of the values of life. Therefore, they are 2. Together, 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 36 makes 38. Makes 19 and 19. Something doesn't work. Something about this doesn't work. I can't even tell you what it is, because I don't know. But I do know that if you add up the second number on the wheel, it comes to 39 one time. It comes to 47 another time. It comes to 48 another time. And the reason for that is all the numbers of man and the man of the man, you put them together, and it comes out on the roulette wheel, a little jaggedy and hard to figure out, and I still haven't finished it, but because I have a lot of the numbers that fit the rest of the positions, I'll know the positions of the whole wheel. But I won't be able to win because I know how the wheel was built, because I can go to God and see the wheel. The wheel spins on earth. The E-world is a magic world. Whatever happens, happens, and you accept it the way it is. That's why you don't push anybody into any position, because the position they're in is the position they took to start. And they took the position because they liked the position, so therefore it is their position of their choice. And when you play for a team, and you play well, you ask the coach, because he has the point of all the matters with all the rules of the game. See, he's only the coach. The rules of the game are hockey. Hawk, to take away everything, and is the key. So if you hawk everything, you'll have the key. You'll have the key to something. What that something is that you hawked. Did you really need it at all? And that's for the hawk in the air, the ego, the reminder of everything. Because we shouldn't hawk anything. Because once you hawk something, you are a thief. You are a stealer. You are a liar. You are on the bottom of the pits. You are a Pittsburgh stealer. And the angel doesn't want anything that's a pit. Because the angel's throat is very tiny. The angel's throat is a vessel. And his blood only flows, and it flows, and it flows like the river, and it flows, and it knows. And as it flows, and it goes, and it knows it what it knows. And it sends its information when it needs to send it, and it sends it when it's asked. Because it is the primary base to all its extensions, and one of its extensions is man. So if you want to know if there is an extraterrestrial, well, is there an extra paper in the house? Well, if there's extra somewhere in one place, there's extra in another. Extra, extra. Everybody knows something that is not there or a surplus is an extra. And everybody wants an extra. So what are you scared of the extraterrestrials? They're there. If you want to know more, we'll find them. Somebody's got to ask me the question. And if you're good enough and my angel's happy with you, he'll give me the answer to give to you. But you know what? I'm smart enough too that I'll know before my angel even decides. I won't even want to talk to you anymore. So when you talk to me, decide on your words. Because hello is the first thing that hurts someone. And when you handshake them, if you hold their hand like you're not holding it at all, a squeeze is a squeeze. But if you don't have a good squeeze play, the squeeze don't work and the man is out. Therefore, he goes back to the dugout, and he's 6 feet under, because he's the man of 6, trying to finish the 6th day, so he has a day of rest. The Sabbath. The Sabbath. Sabbath. Bath. Clean up from the day of work. Sabbath. Don't you like it now that you know it's Sabbath? The snake and the angel got together on this day. The angel still had to take a bath to wipe all that shit off because it stinks. He came around the earth. The or the sap. Okay, that the tree needs, that the water that the man needs, that keeps us alive, that keeps everything traveling through everything of the stamping station, that keeps us alive in general. G-E-N, or generator, what keeps us going? What keeps us going is the desire, D-E-S-I-R-E. But when it doesn't keep you going, and it's on a car, it's just a tire. And if it doesn't take you in the good direction because your steering is not good, it is a liar. So don't tell me the end of something is not really the same thing as everything else. If the ends are the same, he's a liar, regardless of whatever else he says about it. Because the story ends up to be his story. And in the story, he lied, and he lied to himself. So he has to live with his lies. And I don't want to listen to him anymore because he never tells me the truth. So I don't know what's true. So when he asks me something, or for a favor, or favorite, or favorite, and I'm not his favorite because he lied, and you don't lie to the favorite. Rit in French is to laugh. Favor, faith, aviation, vor, devour, or for more or for less, to get married. Whether you get married to something that looks good or bad when you need it, accept it the way it is, by face, by touch, by feel, what you hear. If you need it, marry it and take it. If you don't want it, well, get out of the game. Don't even play. Forfeit. Forfeit. The 4 is for the birthday. The man of the birthday, he gave up. I had enough, but I didn't. So therefore, I'll double up to 8 one day, and I'll be eternity. And then man can live beside me, and it'll be great, because everybody will die. It wouldn't bother me at all, because they knew the first story of the history of 5, of the 6 of man, of the 7 in heaven, that made the 11, when 7 came together with man and his son, that made the 11, that made it all perfect again. And that's why, if you want to know if man's going to come back again, of course we'll come back again. Everybody gets a second chance. We all want a second chance, but that would say I'm talking for you. What do you want? It's all what you want. If you listen to me, do you want anything out of it? If you don't, just shut it off, disregard it, go on to something you do want, which would be the next X T thing. Hello, you got a voice. Stretch it out. If you stretch it out, you can see a little distance. If you see the distance, you can run the distance. If you run the distance, there's a chance you'll believe in it, and you'll catch the ball in the outfield, where they're out, and you caught it, and you were still in the champ. In the champ. The tractor in the champ is almost like the tank in the war of the field, and the bombs are the seeds that feed the people, but man cries because man is not nice. With all the money in the world, we can't buy food. I can put that all to logic, but I won't, because I'll get in trouble. Because I can tell you what to do and how to pay them, and how to pay everybody, and how to pay off all the debts, because debt is easy. It's something you don't want. So when you don't want something, if you just throw it out and it happens again, you wouldn't know. So what you got to figure out is how to get rid of the debt, and not only that, how to never have a debt, and how to start over, because if you're the family and you're the government, you're supposed to take everybody out of debt and keep everybody hungry, and everybody's hungry and you want to keep them eating, so you're supposed to do something to help them, not to tell them to help themselves all the time, because that's what God is here, and he gave us all the rules and everything. Sometimes we just can't help ourselves because we're too fucking stupid. Some of us are just we stoop too low, P-I-E, the pit, and that's the way it is. Just accept it. We didn't all come out perfect the way he wanted us. We are stupid, so therefore our choices are stupid. We need help. We need a crutch. The crutch, or the crush of the rock if they don't move, or the orange crush of the orage of the mountains of the sky, or the orange on the wall, which is like a red, but it's not bright like that, and it's not rusting away, and it's not a brown. Because you know brown now, brown cow. That's just a rhyme. The brown is for the how, and the now, because it's not really dark, it's just brown. You know what I'm saying? Your coffee's not black. You want black coffee? It comes brown. You want milk? It's white. You go see a penguin, he's got white and black, he's got a little bit of yellow. Don't yell at me. You got a little yellow? Hi-ho, hi-ho. You know about the Indians, the Eskimos, the Pontiac Indians, Pontiac. It's almost like a boat. It's almost like a way back. It's almost like knowing the river and the boat to go into that river of knowledge to get back to where you started. The Indians must know something. They smoked the peace pipe. Married, do you wanna? Everybody knew. If you didn't marry, you couldn't want to have to do anything and have to do anything with kids if you don't marry. Otherwise, you're a dick. And your dick going into some tunnel that he don't know any better, he's going to either get stuck or get sick. So that's what happens to the whore and the guy, and they all get sick. And we get diseases. And one of the diseases is AIDS, because we all need help. AIDS. Does anybody really know what it means? A is for the angel, I is for the I-man, which is the God. The D is for the direction, in which we don't have, because when the seed grows, it all points up. The S is for the snake that ruined everything in life. And it's also the two spirals, because if you have two snakes, and you know the bad and the bad of both, I can show you what to do with the two snakes to turn that dollar into water. And the water, the money, and the knowledge is life. You got to change what's on earth into heaven and heaven onto earth. Alpha, Omega. Alpha sprouts. And what sprouted from the Alpha angel was the man, or the O of the man, because he comes onto the O land of the big circle of life. Alpha Omega, or oats, for the ocean, where all the fish swim. So the O can be the ocean where all the fish swim free in any direction. You do have a shark with razor sharp teeth, and he decides on what he chooses, and he eats anything. So when you open him up, you can even find the number to a license plate of a car you can probably find somewhere on the map. So even the fish caught a little direction, where man has lost all direction. That's why we drive our car for the steering to remind us of the direction. The dying of all of everything is when you have none of it. So to die is to have no direction. Meaning, whatever you do, you're going to bump into something. So if you drive with no direction, and if you are hard like a stone in space, and you drive fast enough, and the two stones go right into each other because they're drunk and they don't see, and they smash, they become the dust and pebbles. And they fall down onto the mountain, and they roll down to the bottom, where they become the roll of the stone, of the dust, where the black sheep is turned from white to dark, of the rolling stones that went down the hill. Astral community of communications, because it's the communication of man that will get to the end of the day to have vindication with the man he made a friend with. Who am I looking at? I'm just looking away. I have to talk to everybody in the crowd. Just because the camera points at me, I don't have to look into it to express myself. The people that are already not in front of me, they will choose the time to hear my words, and whatever position my head will be in, that is the way I am looking. That is the direction in the life I have chosen, giving me the direction. So when you have the news, north, east, west, and south, you actually have it all. It's what you do with the news. I used to be a gambler, and no one stopped me. I stopped myself. Alright, some dick. All the bones I kept eating, they were destroying who I was. I had no worth. And I wanted to have worth, because worth is everything. And my word is everything. And that's my angel. And me, I know he's in love with me because he gives me everything to say. And I'm in love with him because I'm repeating everything he wants to say. So sometimes when you repeat for someone else, it's a good thing. It's called help. H-E-L-P. H is the first part of the connection to the extension of the E world, of the L of the man standing erect, of the P. Now if you look at the P, it's a seed. When the seed usually goes up, the P, the seed goes down. Man needs help as the seed is pointing down. Down is the wrong direction. As we all know, the heavens are up. And that's where everybody wants to go. Urant, Shia, I ran to my aunt, who will turn into my aunt. Is my Aunt Pearl, who shines so good, is she the sweet one, or will the rare pearl pop up on its own? Just by me asking the right question, I will see deeper into my mind one of the questions I haven't asked. And when I do ask that question, maybe I will feel the spirit inside of me rise to where the wings come out. And maybe I've done enough, because I'm trying to force the wings out. So if you force anything, nothing will happen. So therefore, I'm going out of commission. It's 108. I have to 111. Because don't forget, in soccer, you have the game, and you get to the end of the game, and you have the extra time, which gives you extra time for something else. So I guess now I'm playing the time I'm using now is that in soccer, and at 111, everything is equal on all three sides. 111, 1 is equal for the angel, 1 is equal for the God, 1 is equal for the man. It doesn't matter the number, we're all equal. So at 111 is a good time to stop. I don't think I should send out another transmission. It doesn't mean I won't. It's what I want to do. I do not